Beats Planet.
What's happening, man? As I try to recover from stuffing food down my face. That's what happens when you just get off the day job. And at the end of the shift on the day job, haven't even took my jewelry off. At the end of the shift on the day job, my man said he fresh tapped me on the shoulder. We work together. We happen to be on the same floor today. He say, "What the hell the Rams trying to prove?" I said, "What you mean, Seth?" I said, "What you mean, Seth?" Rams got Aqib Talib. I said, "God, boy, what the? Shit." So I was like, you know what? Probably gonna have to go live. Probably gonna have to hear from the people. Phone line set up. Snapchat set up. Whatever y'all want to do. I'm here to get reactions. I'm here to give my thoughts. I watched John Wick today. I watched John Wick with my patient, man. I love John Wick, man. One of my favorite movies. Anyway, Chris Brock. In case you one of them ones that care about being first, salute to you, Chris Brock. You first. Riding up in here. Little man, KCD football was good. Adam. Sweet Maddie P. Michael Alanis. What's happening, man? Matt DeVita. The elite Joe Flacco. Damn. So which Joe Flacco we got? Jesse Benavidez. Dead for Life. Peter Gilbo. Y'all got some strange names, man. Wiggle Bell. What's happening with you? Kobe Navarre. Jalen's up in here. Jalen probably going to call in cussing. We know Jalen. Evan, Christian, Young C Money from the University of Texas in San Antonio. You got a Navarro Bowman fan. Phil Moore. What's happening, Phil Moore? You watch all my regular shows. Didn't know you tuned in the live stream. What's up, Phil Moore? Brandon Massey up here. Cool ass Drake up here. What's up, y'all? You scroll down. Get up out of it. What up, Wyatt? What up? All right, cool. We got a lot of people up here. So, yo, Vach, Hurst can play. I agree. Maurice Hurst can definitely play. Sometimes. I just did a vid. Okay, so look, man. So this always brings me back to it. And shouts out to Cowboys X Factor for dropping the super chat. He said he just did a video on this. Go check his channel out. You know, these players. People ask me, "Hey man, what's going on? Why are these good players getting traded for fifths?" Well, because it's either they get traded for something or they get cut anyway. Remember that time Steve McNair got traded to the Ravens for like a 6th-round pick? Well, Steve McNair wasn't gonna be a Titan very long anyway. So what you do is you give these guys something. Right? You just give this team anything. Hey, man, you're probably going to cut this guy, but I'll give you a 5th to lock it in. And I know to us, 5th-round picks may not seem like a lot of revenue, but to these teams, 5th-round picks are a bunch because, I mean, that could be your next star. Yes, they're very they're picks that you can get rid of. Yeah, I mean, sure, you can do whatever with them, but these picks are valuable in a way of, hey, man, you could get the next Tom Brady with one of these picks. But that's half of people that look at it that way. The other half of people are looking at it in the way of, bruh, all we're going to do is get some 5th rounder to play kickoff and punt return, and we're going to cut him in 2 years. Let's go ahead and shore this spot up with that 5th-round pick. Also, another reason why these players go for these small pick numbers is because they're going to cost money on the back end, right? Now, scenario. Let me get my pen for this. Let me fix my hat. Make sure my pen works. So, the Philadelphia Eagles. Damn it, I didn't even know they had cap space. I didn't even know they could sign another soul. Vach, am I unreasonable to say Hurst has higher upside than Bradley Chubb? We'll talk about that in a minute, Jay. Hang tight. When you see the Philadelphia Eagles and you assess their cap situation, then they just go and add Michael Bennett to an already stout defensive line. How much they gave up for Michael Bennett? A fifth. Damn, where was my team at? So when Marcus Peters gets traded around, he ends up being a Ram. He's gonna play one side of the Rams cornerback tandem, and they send him for just some loose change. Then the Rams go and send another 5th round pick. Just send a 5th round pick to go lock up Aqib Talib. And you probably sitting around going, where the hell my team at? Well, when you look at these players, they're older players. They're at or close to or past 30. And there's a particular reason why their team don't want these players on the team anymore, right? I'm trying to make a case for these guys, right? I'm trying to make a case for them, but you notice how they say guys like Richard Sherman and Michael Bennett just going to get cut and traded for 5th round picks? But when you see that Bleacher Report article, you see Earl Thomas, they looking for some major compensation for Earl Thomas. I don't think they really want to let Earl Thomas go. But, you know, Michael Bennett can be a bit of a loudmouth, a bit outspoken. He can fake getting harassed by the police and make a video about it. And I guess teams just don't want to deal with that. Aqib Talib stole Michael Crabtree's chain twice. His grandma gave him that chain. So, I mean, I don't know Aqib Talib personally, but I mean, hey, he might be a gangster in the locker room. I don't know. But he was a guy that the Broncos were willing to let go for a 5th round pick. I don't know how old Aqib Talib is. Somebody Google that. What, 31, 32, something like that, 29 or 30, whatever. It's just an easy way to say we're going to clear cap space for something else and we're trying to get youthful. So if you're a Broncos fan, I don't know, you may be trying to sign Doug Martin in the offseason. We don't know. You may be trying to sign, you're a Broncos fan, you might be trying to, I don't know, you might get rid of Emmanuel Sanders to go sign, Allen Robinson or something, Everything happens for a reason. These things are normally chained together with other events, but where the hell Dallas be at when it's time to go get Michael Bennett and damn Aqib Talib and damn Marcus Peters? And we got all the 5th round picks this year, all them compensatory picks. We got a whole gang of 5s. We could just be called ourselves giving up. And they got Sam Shields. Nobody care about Sam Shields. But and they got Sam Shields. Where the hell my team be at? That's what pissed me off. Our phone don't work. we just don't answer calls on weekdays. What's going on with that, man? I ain't pissed off, but I do think at some point, my team, Dallas Cowboys, right? You can't be afraid to make a move, man. Now, granted, it ain't always good to make, certain moves. I mean, you just can't be going out here throwing money at 30-year-olds. I get that. Damn, Marcus Peters, man. Marcus Peters, what, 25? Oh, come on, man. Dallas has 2 4s and 2 5s. They don't care about winning. Hey, maybe not. Let me bring in a phone call, man. See if this is legit. Dallas has less than 700,000 cap space. True, but Dallas got these buttons that we hit called, hey, man, we just going to give you your money today. And we've been using these buttons for the past decade or so. So we're going to call Tyron Smith. But like, yo, Tyron Smith, we're going to turn your salary into a signing bonus. And we're just going to give you $13 million, $15 million, however much Tyron Smith getting paid. We're just going to give you that today. And it's going to turn your salary number into, what, like 900,000 or something? Next thing you know, we got $12 million just sitting around to do stuff with. If we sign Zach Martin, we'll get an additional $4. If we cut the people that we want to cut, we just waiting on the league year to go around, I guess. If we cut the people we want to cut, Dallas will probably get an additional $6 million. You sign Travis Frederick, his cap number will change. And you got 8 more people with that button the way you can turn their salary into signing bonus. Next thing you know, Dallas got damn cap. They got cap space. Ain't that something? Ain't that hilarious? 504. Wait a minute. I ain't got you in yet. Hold up. There we go. 504. Who this?
It's Kobe, man.
What up, Kobe? What you got for the show?
You calling to a Saints fan?
Okay, Saints fan. You excited about the thought of Wilkerson?
Yeah, slick a little bit. It ain't not really too much.
Okay.
Traded for a cut for a reason.
Okay. Well, tell me about it. What you got for the show?
Well, I know it's a little off topic, but as far as dealing with the draft, like we had a 27th pick, and the thoughts of us getting a tight end or a quarterback don't really excite me as a defensive player or a defensive guy. Mm-hmm. I think we rather either get a linebacker or an edge. I just want to get your take on it.
You can use an edge player. I wouldn't mind signing an offensive lineman if it's something there. Well, drafting an offensive line if it's something there. You can never go wrong with trenches or corner guys. You know what I'm saying? The more you have, the better. Get that rotation going. Get you one of these DBs that can play in multiple places, that can play in the nickel. You see a lot of these teams that are base 3 receiver sets. Hey man, get you a nickel that can play, opposed to just putting some scrub out there and getting 8 up in the slot all day. You know what I mean? Kenny Vaccaro may not be a Saint very long, and you got some options at strong safety. You can probably go that route. I mean, it's things you can do.
Yeah, that's true. KV gonna be out. And Tyrann Mathieu, the Arizona want him to take a huge pay cut. Mm-hmm. So he probably gets probably get cut. A lot of Saints fans on Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah, man, but you gotta pay more money than you're willing to pay to get Tyrann Mathieu. That's why this is even a conversation, because Tyrann Mathieu ain't necessarily what he once was. So the fact that this is even a conversation is the fact that, it's because Tyrann Mathieu wants a lot of money. So that is what that is right there. That's all you got?
Well, we got we got $35 million in cap space.
Mm-hmm.
Still got to sign Drew.
You should probably sign Drew. That's a good idea to give Drew Brees some money so he can play with y'all next year. That sounds like a good idea.
Oh, and I got a comparison for you. I know you don't like him, but that's what I think.
What's up?
All right, so I think Lamar Jackson will end up being another Teddy Bridgewater.
Explain.
Came out good success, into a little bit of success. Don't really got an arm like talking about it, but could use his feet.
Okay. Teddy wasn't that fast though. I mean, but I listen to your story though.
Teddy made some things move.
Okay. I'll listen though. I mean, I'll continue to listen. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll listen.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Just get your point so I can disagree.
I don't even want to say no more. You already got it.
It's all good, man. It's just that when you look at athleticism, Lamar Jackson is like an elite athlete as far as his feet. I feel like Lamar Jackson can put the ball in more places than Teddy, but Teddy had better timing and accuracy, in my opinion, and consistency than Lamar.
All right, that's it. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Hey, man, I feel you, bro. Salute. Doski Woski. I tell you what, they both played at Louisville. That's another one. Somebody say what the Cowboys need. I saw a lot of hate down there. Cowboys, I would like for them to have a true free safety, man. It's a true ball hawking free safety that can help my corners out. All right, jumping to the phone, right back at it, line blowing up. We got 813. Who this?
Hey, man, it's Keon. I'm back on the show. Desert Life, you remember me?
What up, Keon? Holding it down for the Doski Woski. I don't think I saved your number as platinum, but what's up, fam? What you got for the show?
You actually did, but it's all good.
Did you call from a new number?
No, it's not a new number. It's still the 813, man. But
go ahead.
The one thing I was talking about, I was, going up and down YouTube and ESPN, and they were talking about Richard Sherman was saying goodbyes and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that he was on his last year of his contract.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see that Aqib Talib went to the Rams.
Right. Him and Marcus Peters both went to the Rams, and that's kind of But I'm listening to you. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. My bad.
I mean, do you think that these guys are? They're also comparing that his play style, and his system that he ran in was also another thing that the Rams were looking into. So, do you think that Richard Sherman could end up with the Rams and just having three deep, good cornerbacks over there? Do you think that's a thing?
That's a very mad move, but those three cornerbacks are not compatible in a way that if you're the Rams, if you got Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib out of nowhere, you're just gonna start playing a bunch of man, right? They're man cover corners. Sherman likes to give space and read guys. He can play man, but those other guys are man corners. So, unless you bring Richard Sherman in to play strong safety, I don't know why you do that. That's just bad business. But
okay.
Yeah, right.
Well,
right.
I was also thinking that the thing is, my team Tampa, they have been playing zone. I don't know if they're going to continue to do that with Brandon Hargraves being the main man, but I've also been. Now I remember you were talking about how these big names are getting signed over for just draft picks and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where else do you think Richard Sherman could end up? Because I'm a Tampa fan, and we need corners, and we don't know if we're going to get Grimes. But it's just one thing I didn't know.
System-wise, I mean, he might fit in, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Maybe Carolina runs a defense that's compatible with Sherman play style. I don't think Dallas would be good for Richard Sherman. Tampa Bay, probably. I heard that rumor going around, but Richard Sherman talking about being cut. So if he got to decide where he go, I don't think he'll just come to Tampa. He might. Hey, y'all want to say something strange to think about? Richard Sherman might end up in Oakland. Y'all just want to say something strange. Y'all just want to, don't listen. Don't listen to Vash Lombard. I'm not the plug or nothing, but he might end up in Oakland.
Right, and then there's the thing with Tyrann Mathieu. Like, we also need safety help over at Tampa Bay, and we have like $70 million in cap space right now. So I'm thinking, like, I don't know how he's very versatile. I love how hard he hits, and they say he can play corner and safety. But what do you think of the likelihood of him Tyrann Mathieu ending up in Tampa Bay?
I don't, but I appreciate the call. I mean, I appreciate your fan optimism. I just don't think Tyrann Mathieu goes anywhere. But I don't know. That's just me. Hey, y'all want to hear something scary? So the Rams got 3 cornerbacks that can play. What if they trade up and get Derwin James or something just to do it, just to say they did it? Yeah. You really wanna? you really wanna do that? You really wanna hurt my heart with that? Oh man. Anyway, 515-739-1285. Who's this in the comments say Marcus Peters ain't really a man cover corner? He not? he ain't? What? Marcus Peters is very much a man cover corner, fam. You can call in 515-739-1285. Access code 309-104. Real fast, man. If y'all follow me on Twitter, somebody tagged me to some funk earlier. Let me hit my page up on the Twitter. Let me read this out to y'all. I'm gonna show you the Texas. I'm gonna show them to you. Facts. All right, cool. It says we seek an associate draft analyst for our show, and we want to find you through a competition. If you're a credentialed, if you were credentialed for the combine or could have been, we'll consider you. It's the midday 180. I feel like I heard of them, but I may or may not have heard of these people. But they say that they're filling up spots and they're looking for a draft analyst to be their radio show guy. I mean, if you just go find Vach Lombardi on Twitter, you'll kind of see me tweeting at him. Hey man, I don't ask for much, man. I don't ask for much, man. Go holler at your boy, man. Go in there and let him know how you feel about Vach Lombardi. If you think he's good, tell him he's good. If you think he's bad, tell him he's bad. If you're really cold-blooded, link a film session or something. Just go to my Twitter. I'm over there tweeting with him. I was tweeting at him earlier. If you want to support Vach Lombardi, go ahead and hit that button, man. See what they talking about on the Twitter machine. See if we can get this little gig going. Let's see what else we got. We got a super chat, which is way more important than this call I was about to hit. The Panthers had a 24th pick. Taylor Moton will be placed at left guard next year for Noel. Do you feel Arden Key or Harold Landry is worth that pick? I love Harold Landry in the first round in general. I like Harold Landry, like top 18, top 20 type dude. Harold Landry had a bad senior year because he was hurt most of it, and you know when you get these ankle injuries and you play through them, or any injuries dealing with your legs, you know, from the waist down, and you end up playing through them, you look a little worse than you originally did. But it showed on the film one time, and I'm just gonna have faith that you could do it again. So guys like Harold Landry and Connor Williams, guys that had great year befores but bad this year's, I definitely still treat those guys kind of sort of. So it is what it is. So what's up, Lieutenant Dan? Sitting in the chat box. He say LEL. I don't know what LEL mean. 5th round picks. I know, Lieutenant Dan. 5th round picks. How can I be a better caller for you, Vach? I'd like to add to your live stream. I don't know. Have something to say when you call in. You'll be all good. Also, y'all, don't forget before I jump into this caller, the Doski Woski t-shirts is available. Let me go to the. Hold on. Let me go to my window capture. Let me pull up my Doski Woski shirts. Hold on. Let me go to my shop because I want y'all to see the Doski Woski designs. I want y'all to see what I did to them. I want y'all to see. I want y'all aware of what Vach Lombardi been working on for the past month or so. Let me go to OBS. Let me go to window capture. Because I'm going to show you. Let me see. Boom. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Look at it. Y'all see that? Look at how dope that damn Doski Woski design and that damn speed strength ass whoop design is. See, look how dope that is, man. Look at that damn shirt. I'll wear 3 of them if I had 3 torsos at once. But all I got to do is hope that y'all support me and represent the movement. I know it's lit, Casper. Hey, look, Casper 215, whoever that is, he say the T-shirt is lit. So that means it's lit to all y'all, right? We all agree with Casper 215. Listen, fam, pick up a Doski Woski shirt or pick up a Speed Strength Ass Whoop shirt, and I'll be in Dallas for the draft. And if I see you in Dallas with a Speed Strength Ass Whoop shirt or a Doski Woski shirt, I might hug you. Not really, 'cause that's how people get shot. And I just got my license to carry, and my Glock got brand new, self-defense ammo in it. But I'll definitely shake your hand, take a picture, and answer your questions. Sushi813 say you do got 3 torsos. Your mama got 3 torsos. I'm playing. 804, who this?
Yeah, this is Corey, man. What's going on?
Man,
Cowboy fan here.
What up, Cowboy fan? Corey, what you got for the show?
Hey, man, first off, man, real quick, man, I want to say I appreciate your commentary, man. Very insightful. I love the way you break down the film of players, man. Not easy doing that.
Man, salute,
appreciate
man.
You, bro.
Salute, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Keep going. Keep going. What else you got?
Hey, real quick, man, on our Cowboys,
Mm-hmm.
I think we should go after, in the draft, Marcus Davenport, the DN from, what is it, El Paso, Texas El Paso?
University of Texas and San Antonio Roadrunners.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Man.
The Roadrunners.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think he had a tremendous combine, but I looked at his film too, and I like what I see from him. Your thoughts?
I tell you what, Cowboy fan Corey. I just plugged you in as a platinum caller, so next time you call, you go to the top of the list. When people watch my video on Marcus Davenport, I got a lot of feedback from University of Texas and of San Antonio fans. They thought I was saying Marcus was garbage. Shouts out to Young C Money. He goes to that school and he tries to defend how much money that they do have. They got no damn money. But the thing about Marcus Davenport is people were projecting him. All of my film session comments are based on what their projection is. And they was like, oh, Marcus Davenport may be the best edge player in this draft. He may be top 5, top 10. And I'm like, wait a minute. He's a big body. He definitely fits the part. He has the build that you want. Some pretty good closing speed, but my whole like issue is he ran down the middle of a lot of blocks. And if you what the hell going on my damn screen? He ran down the middle of a lot of blocks. And if you run down the middle of blocks versus scrubs, imagine how it looks when you run down the middle of grown men blocks. You know what I mean? It's different.
Right.
It's
I
different.
agree.
So so my whole thing was, yo, Marcus Davenport, you just can't run down the middle of people. You got to have a plan. You got to attack half the man. You got to have nuance about your game. You got to start setting people up, fake outside, spin back inside. You got to learn multiple moves. Then you got to learn how to chain them all together. Marcus Davenport is very raw. I don't know how long he's been. I don't know how long he's been playing football or defensive end, but you need all of these things in order to play football effectively. The funny thing about Bradley Chubb is Bradley Chubb has everything nuance-wise from the neck up. Not everything in a Joey Bosa type of way, but he has plans. He has, he knows how to rush people. But if he had Marcus Davenport body, he'll be the number 1 overall pick. You know what I'm saying? Like if Chubb could chase people and be big and long like that. So I wouldn't mind picking Marcus Davenport at 19. I think he fits well at 19. But if you look at the one more point, I'm gonna let you rock. If you look at the Giants D line and you look at Philly D line and they adding on to it, and you look at the Redskins adding on Jonathan Allen, they may go get a guy like Vita Vea this year. I want Will Hernandez to get my offensive identity back. Get that left guard, seal that thing up, and go run the football and whoop people. Go ahead.
Oh, I agree with you. We definitely have to find our left guard. We have to solidify that position, without a doubt, because like you said, all those other teams, they locked and loaded on the D line.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely agree with you. And back to Davenport at 19, I think that would be a pretty good value pick. I'm not necessarily saying it would. I just like the idea of bolstering the rotation of our D line, so guys won't be as tired
Yeah.
come fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Totally agree.
That's all I had.
Totally agree. You can have top tier players, but if they tired in the fourth, then they're not as top tier as they once was. I like Taco, but I do think Taco isn't necessarily the pass rush guy you want. Lawrence, we got to see him do it again, but if you can, get a good solid rotation of Davenport and Taco, Mayo just got cut or whatever. So if you can get a solid rotation of those guys, you feel good about your pass rush moving forward. So I feel you.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I agree with you. Also, you made a great point just now because I was gonna mention that last. I got to see one more dominant with the Lawrence before I'm opening up the pocket or wallet or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Dump money to him. That's just me.
Man, a Cowboys fan asked me, man. He says, "Would you sign back Lawrence or Irvin?" And I thought about it. Irvin only played like 8 games and he had like 7 sacks, or whatever, something crazy like that.
And he dominated.
And when you look at Lawrence is real matchup heavy. And this coming from a Cowboys fan, like he'll whoop that bad tackle from the Giants or a bad tackle from Menelik Watson from the damn Broncos, whatever. But when he played against when he played against Kansas City, he played against Philly, some reputable tackles. He kind of had problems there. But if you look at David Irvin, whoever the hell David Irvin lined up in front of, he was taking their lunch money. He was taking their lunch money. So I gotta see DeMarcus Lawrence do it again, because even if he is a matchup threat, that's still double-digit sacks. I'll take that. But damn, can we have Irvin too? Since he eating up everybody's food and taking their fruit cups.
Without a doubt. And what makes him so special, he's long, man. So even if he's not getting to the quarterback, his length affecting the throwing lane.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I would love to have David Irvin back. I think he's going to set a standard. Everybody looking at Hercules, Mata Alpha, Mother Effa, they asking him where is he going to play. David Irving, I think in my opinion, set a standard for these kind of long, quick for the inside type of guys.
Yes, indeed.
To where you don't have to be big, but if you're strong and you're long and you quick and explosive from the inside, you can probably live in those one-on-one B gap 3-tech blocks. You know what I mean? So that may be a thing for Hercules, Mother Effa moving forward though. What else you got, Cowboy fan, Corey?
I mean, definitely, man. Like I said, I enjoy listening to you add a little comedy to it, man, with those Woski and all that, man. I enjoy it, man.
My man, appreciate you.
Man, going forward.
Thanks for calling, bro.
All right.
Yes, sir. That was Cowboy fan Corey. Good call from Cowboy fan Corey. 504, who this?
Girl, that was him.
Huh?
That is
what?
It's Tilo. I'm a Saints fan.
Okay, Saints fan. You're from 504. Clearly, you're a Saints fan from 504. What you got for the show, brother?
You already know. How you feeling with the first draft pick that the Saints to go with?
Shucks, we had somebody on. Keywan called early. He's also a Saints fan, and he asked me the same question, but I'll answer it for you because you're the homie. He said, I said, what the hell I say? What I say, y'all? I said, you can never go wrong with pass rushers. You can never go wrong with having more corners on your team, D linemen. And I also said Kenny Vaccaro may not be a Saint coming up soon, so you may need to go get you a safety or something in the late first round. You know, it's a couple of safeties that you might like. That'll be there at the end of the. Hey, say fam, you from New Orleans? Sushi 817 and the 8. Look here, the invite. He say, "Wow, you from New Orleans? You know what that means."
This is what I think.
What's up, bro?
It's a roll of dice.
Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Look, it's a roll of dice.
Yeah.
The big midfield. If he drop on the board, snag big midfield up, and free agency. First re-signed Ellis Okafor and had the defensive end spot set with Trey Henderson, at the DN spot and Okafor at the DN spot, and so lock that. So that's not a need no more. So draft like with the first pick is either Baker Mayfield or Malik Jefferson out of Tennessee. No,
He from Texas, and you better not draft no damn Malik Jefferson with your first round pick.
What you mean?
Malik Jefferson with your 30 pick?
Yeah, he could rush and he can cover and he could tackle good.
Hey man, if that's your guy, I ain't mad at you. I just feel like it's like 4 linebackers better than him.
I think he's the best linebacker in the draft to me. He a sleeper. He a sleeper. Just like Kamara in last year's draft, everybody didn't give him his props. And like with Michael Thomas in the other draft, nobody gave him his props. I just feel like with Malik Jefferson. I'm telling you, a splash player for years to come. I'm telling you. You gotta watch film on him, dog.
I watch film on Malik Jefferson. I watch film on Malik Jefferson. I mean, I feel you, bro.
He's nice, dog.
He nice.
He's nice.
He's very polite. He's a cool dude. I agree. But he the best linebacker in this damn draft, though.
But look, I think he underrated. But this is another thing I gotta tell you.
Okay.
With the third pick, with the third round pick that we do have,
they
gotta draft a tight end if they could.
Okay.
They need a tight end.
There's plenty of them. There's plenty tight ends in the draft.
I like to do all the Penn State.
The kid that just blew the combine up. He's
Mike
Gesicki.
Yeah,
Gesicki,
Mike, like that.
He's probably gonna be gone in the third, fam. So sorry.
I think they should trade up for that boy.
Hey, man, I'm with you. I'm with you. You draft Baker Mayfield at 30. You take Malik Jefferson in the first round, and you trade up to go get your tight end Mike Gesicki. I like it, man. I like it. Thanks for the call.
Go ahead.
This
another thing I got.
Okay, go. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh, this is another thing I got. You know how Tyrann Mathieu about to be released, right?
Who? Tyrann Mathieu. Yeah. Sure. Kind of, sort of. Allegedly,
so
yeah.
If they could find a way to create cap space and get that, Tyrann Mathieu is like a nickel corner.
Right.
So if they could try to find a way and sign Tyrann Mathieu, the defense solidified. I'm telling you, solidified. He gonna lock down that nickel slot corner spot.
Yeah.
That 50 is over.
Yeah.
It's over.
All right, bro.
That's what they need to do.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
I like that.
I appreciate. I got to take a break real fast. I appreciate you, fam. Oh man. The funny part about people from New Orleans is that they will convince you that they're not from Louisiana. I'm from New Orleans. Hey, man, we're going to take a real quick break, man. We're going to be right back. Hang in there. Hold up. The youth taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Vach Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. Tired of your mock draft simulators giving you unrealistic results like this? Vach Lombardi uses the Fan Drafted app. I can come on here and I can build my own mock drafts. We go Josh Rosen, number 1, and we go Quentin Nelson, number 2. I can build my own big board with Quentin Nelson on the top of it because I feel like he's the best player in this draft. Sue me. I can do player rankings. I can move guys all up and down this thing if I want to. But the most fun that I have is using the live draft where I only use one team. Let me get the Giants, and we're going to go 4 rounds, and let's see. So we got Josh Rosen with the number 1 overall pick. I'm the New York Giants. Say I want to mix things up and take Minka Fitzpatrick, number 2. And then we move on with the rest of the draft. Say in the second round, I want Will Hernandez to save the New Giants. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. I can have hours of fun doing this just on my phone and not getting fired at my day job. It's the Fan Drafted app, man. It's available on the Google Play Store. Type it in just like that. Fan Drafted. And I'm Vach Lombardi, man. Salute. You dig. Let me take this off the window. Don't forget to get you a Doski, Woski, or a Speed Strength Ass Wolf shirt. Anyway, back like bra straps, line blowing up. We're going to take a few more phone calls. One more for sure. And I don't know what we're going to do, but I got a prior engagement I got set up, so I got to go catch that. I just wanted to hop on real quick. Ain't nobody calling in with their reaction to the Rams though. That's hilarious, right? They just want to go talk, and that's kind of what we do here at this show, man. What this text say? Oh, okay, Spreadshirt. Yeah, that's where you get the shirts from. Let me put that back up. That's the website. That's where you get the shirts from. Spreadshirt.com. Shop.spreadshirt.com/Vash Lombardi. Let me leave it up there a little bit more. That's the whole thing about my show, man. Like my name on it, but hey, man, this is y'all show. You know what I mean? So we got 2 more callers in. We're gonna get to them, and we're gonna get up out of here. 305 MIA, who this?
Yeah, what's up, man? This is Gene from Miami.
You a Dolphins fan?
Yeah, of course, man. You already know. That's what I wanted to call in the show to speak about.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. I like how you said, like probably 2 live shows ago, you said about the Browns, how they have to sort of build an identity
right
before they draft a quarterback. Now, I'm looking at my team sitting at number 11. Now, our quarterback got injured, and we sort of had a rough year with Jay Cutler and whatnot. Regardless, we still went 6-10. I mean, what would you suggest? Because I feel like the Dolphins don't really have a team like, you got the teams like, you feel me, like you said last week, the Eagles, who was just probably like one piece away from the Super Bowl contender.
Right.
You got teams like Jets and the Browns that, they were pretty much horrible last season.
Right.
But then you got the middle of the road teams like the Dolphins, which is like we're not really good, but we're not really bad.
The Dolphins.
So I'm looking at these markets.
And it's just my opinion. You're the Dolphins fan, but the Dolphins don't have an identity because they have good players scattered in all different places. They're not really good at anything. You know how when you play Mario Kart, some people fast and some people strong and some people just in the middle. And that's kind of what the Dolphins are. I mean, you have Ndamukong Suh, but Charles Harris hasn't really given you any good, focus on Sue and let me work this one-on-one by myself. You know what I mean? Like Jarvis Landry is your guy. And you got a nice complement of second, third receiver guys, but they're not really dangerous though. Tannehill kind of middle of the road. It just depends on how you feel about him. Y'all don't really have an identity at a defensive back or a linebacker. So I mean, if it's me, if you asking Vash Lombardi what I would do, I think y'all stole Laramie Tunsil a couple years ago. I would build that offensive line and turn the Dolphins into a run first team, and let Tannehill use his legs a bit more because people forget Tannehill can move. You just let Tannehill use his legs a little bit more. Build an identity running the football and just pound with your offensive line. That's just my idea.
That's the thing though, because like I would love personally for Quentin Nelson to fall for us, but I don't see that happening. But what's about them trading?
Good luck.
Because about them trading up to get Baker Mayfield. I mean, like our coach pretty much loves him. You feel me? Our coach is deemed the quarterback coach, and we having a private meeting with him. And like I think in Adam Gase's system, Baker Mayfield could really do damage because we talking about Baker Mayfield. He does like 5-yard slants. You feel me? He could use his legs, sort of like Tannehill. He's exceptionally well thrown deep, like in the middle. And I feel like our play calling is basically made for him. And I'm thinking about that, and also probably Mark Andrews, probably in the second or third round. So you can have like a trio of Baker Mayfield, Kenny Stills, Mark Andrews. You feel me? 3 Oklahoma guys. That's already a connection right there. What do you feel about Baker Mayfield? Because they some drafts have us, getting a quarterback, but they got us getting Josh Allen, which I would be cursing at the screen if that happened. But I think Baker Mayfield probably could restore us an identity because we're more. I feel like we're more complete on the offensive end of the ball than the defensive end. I think really our offensive line is the only thing and maybe tight end play is the only thing that's really holding us back. We had Jay Ajayi, and we pretty much let him go for like a 4th round pick. We're thinking about doing the same thing with Jarvis Landry. And I'm really trying to see, like, if we could probably get Baker Mayfield, if we could sort of, like, be sort of like the 2012, 2013 Saints, where you pretty much got, like, a good offense, but the defense is, like, not really there yet. But you see, like, the Saints, they've had a good offense for years, and they just needed that one defensive piece to, like, really take them to the next.
I think if you build the house in Miami, I think Tannehill can play quarterback for you, because if you look at Baker Mayfield and you look at how he may evolve into a guy similar to Ryan Tannehill, and I think you kind of got that already. I would just build the house. Waldo in the comment section say Voch will turn every team into a run first team. I mean, kind of, sort of, but you don't really want Ryan Tannehill throwing the ball 50 times a game. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing you do. You look at the quarterback you got, then you kind of build your story. And if you ain't got a quarterback, just build your house however you want to build it.
That's the thing, though. Tannehill is 29 with 2 ACL knee injuries.
Then quit getting them sacked.
I feel like his main skill set is being able to run and throw, right? But what happened when you take away his ability to run? And he's already 29. It's like I want to say, like, get a line, protect them. But if you really think about it, in that 2012 class of quarterbacks, he's the only one that still hasn't made it to the playoffs. I'm talking about RG3, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins, Andrew Luck, all got playoffs. They all went to the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure they all won a playoff match. I'm not sure about Kirk Cousins, but pretty sure they all won a playoff game. I feel like Tannehill even.
You know why it's hard? You know why it's hard for Tannehill to get into the playoffs and win?
Getting sacked.
Tom Brady in that division, man.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
He's about to leave, so you know what I'm saying. We might as well. It's a 3-way battle between us and the Bills and the Jets to see who's gonna be taking over that. Because you said, I remember a couple of shows ago, you said if you have a quarterback and a coach, your window is never closed. But if you look at it, like Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are both gonna leave within the next 2 to 3 seasons. Right. The Patriots' window is pretty much getting smaller each day. We need someone to take over. But right now, no one knows who's second place in the AFC. Like literally, last year we were in the playoffs and the Patriots in the playoffs. This year the Bills in the playoffs, Patriots in the playoffs. Next year with the Jets and the Patriots, no one knows. That's the problem with the Dolphins and identity. No one knows. Like everyone thinks, the Patriots mud stomped that division, and no one wants to give it credibility. It's like, where do we go with that? You know what I'm saying?
If you the Dolphins, you just gotta wait till Brady walk out, bro. But if it was me, I mean, and then look, to be fair, when the Dolphins' offensive line was healthy and Jay Ajayi was running the ball the right way, the Dolphins looked like a pretty good team, and it was easy for them to play defense, their style of defense, because they weren't on the field so much. Man, look, they can hire me today. I'll fix this damn thing. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go though, fam. What's your name, bro?
Gene from Miami. I also wanted to my bad for just making this one comment.
I got you.
But earlier after they're thinking about releasing Ndamukong Suh. What's up with the Dolphins getting rid of all the good players? Like we did Olivier Vernon wrong, we did Lamar Miller wrong, we did Charles Clay, Rashad Matthews, Devontae Davis. We can't keep our homegrown talent.
Damn.
What's up with that?
You damn right. I don't know. I ain't think of it like that. Shit. I don't know, dog. Maybe you getting rid of y'all paying Ndamukong Suh a lot of money.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all getting rid of him to make another move somewhere. I don't know. I just say stay tuned. G from Miami, you wouldn't happen to be Cuban, would you?
Nah, man.
Okay, it just sound like I heard a little bit of Cuban in your voice. Wow, I love Cuban women. So
everyone on this side of town Cuban. So
that's what it is. I love Cuban women. All right, man. Holla at you. G from Miami, y'all. Good call. Two more calls. 609. I hate to be this way to you, but I'm gonna give you about 3 minutes to make your point. Who this?
It's Eric E-Money.
What up, D? You say Eric D-Money?
Yeah, E-Money.
E-Money. Eric E-Money. What you got for the show, homie?
I'm just gonna bring a little ass whoop, man. You know what I mean? We ain't getting rid of Sue. I'm a Dolphins fan here in Jersey. We ain't getting rid of Sue, man. That boy ain't going nowhere. Worst come to worst, it's gonna be a restructure. But
okay.
I mean, I just like to. What I really got is I got a question on the quarterback. So,
okay.
I mean, I don't understand how this cat Baker Mayfield is the most accurate quarterback. Period. His intangibles off the chart.
I'm sorry. You say he's the most athletic quarterback?
No, accurate.
Accurate. Okay, accurate. Gotcha.
He's got the best feet. I mean, out of all these quarterbacks, he's the best pocket presence. I mean, that's all over the film. Better than Sam Darnold, better than all these guys. Most accurate quarterback. He has declining interceptions, which started at a low number and kept declining. So 8.76. I mean, the guy rose to the occasion. So I don't understand what's going on. This cat keeps getting overlooked like he's the third, fourth best quarterback. I mean, this cat, I can't see a problem with him.
I just think it's a very polarizing year for quarterback, and whoever you like is just going to be the guy you like, and we're just going to have to come to grips that nobody's really wrong. It's really just going to come down. We'll never know till we figure out how that quarterback plays in that system. You got 30 more seconds. Go ahead.
Vote Lombardi. You're picking. You're on the clock. You got the number one pick in the draft. What quarterback is going to – you're a Dallas fan, right?
Uh-huh.
What quarterback are you picking for your boys, man?
Let's
take Dak out of there. Who do you like? Who's your favorite quarterback in this year's draft? Who you get with the number one overall, and why?
This is normally an April question, but you know, I'm pretty much 1A, 1B with Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield right now. Y'all gonna have to give me like another month to figure this out, but I like Sam Darnold. I like Baker Mayfield, but you know, I'll say Baker Mayfield for right now. But I don't know. I just keep changing my mind on that. They're my 1A, 1B guy, but it's not going to be official until April. But I'll say Baker Mayfield.
All right, cool. I appreciate the time, man. I'm going to keep tuning in. You heard?
Yes, sir. Salute. Everybody want to call in on the back end of the show. I got 3 platinum callers. I got Jalen. I got Adam. And Nick Gassler say he want to call in. I got love for all y'all. And I want to cut this live stream off at an hour. And I know all 3 of y'all like to get y'all points across. So it's what we going to do. Adam Hall, you got 4 minutes, fam. What you got for the show?
I can do that. All right, so I'm actually calling about what the title of the video is. And so, all right, they got Peters. They got Talib. Talib's actual best 2 years of his career, according to PFF, are his last 2 years. So even though you think that corners fall off after 30, it looks like Talib's been doing a really good job of keeping up there. Peters is like the turnover king, whatever, that's what people are calling over the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that secondary is getting stacked. We have the best internal pressure guy in the game. We have some really good edge pressure guys on the defense. So what we're looking at here is a better version of the 2015 Broncos. I mean, and even getting Aqib Talib to be there. So my question to you, Vach, because when I was thinking through it, they had to trade the Ogletree to be able to free up the cap space to be able to do a lot of this kind of stuff. What do they do at linebacker? Who do they draft? I mean, if they choose to go linebacker the draft, who do they go with? Because they're going to be in the 20s. And I'm not entirely certain that they have any other needs. I mean, the offensive line is looking good. They'll probably draft a guard or something. They have solid wide receiver depth. They have one of the best running backs in the game, great tight end, or at least developing tight ends. And so, why are they not Super Bowl favorites? And who are they hoping to get for linebackers?
Van Der Esch will be there. Rashaan Evans might probably be there. It depends on which linebacker you want, because I mean you could look at some of these outside guys and try to make an argument for them, but man, the Rams, bro, just how they got their D-line set up. Don't be surprised if they draft a D-line and just say, hey, look, who needs linebackers when our D-line and our DBs are so nasty. Now, if it was me, I like overkill. I say trade down, go get Derwin James and let his ass play linebacker on nickel situation. That's just me, because I'm a gangster. And I just overkill like that. Moving from like what 20-something to 15, like 27, 28 to 15. I don't know. It's like a 3rd round pick or something like that. I mean, you know, I'm not opposed to it. If you're gonna be a gangster, go ahead and be a gangster with your whole damn position group. So in that case, I mean, you can sign some veteran linebackers that just won't get you beat, but with your pass rush and your DBs looking like that, hey man, I am afraid of the Rams. Pray to God they don't get somebody like Allen Robinson or something. That's all you got, Adam Hall?
Oh man, yeah. Just a quick thing. I love that idea about Derwin James. That's really killer. I think that if they can actually move up, if they're not still hurting from capital from the Goff trade, I think that's a phenomenal idea. But I'm just thinking through it, man. Why not Navarro Bowman? I mean, he's going to be a free agent. I mean, he had like an 85.5 PFF grade last year. That's like almost an elite tier. Bring him in, get him a ring, hopefully. I mean, not hopefully, fuck the Rams, but like, I mean, if it was Navarro Bowman, I could feel better about it. But that's pretty much it. But yeah, last thing, I mean, do you think that's a decent idea? And then who do you think would be a better move for the 49ers at 9, Ward or Jackson? And that's all I got, man.
I think Ward is definitely the better corner. Ward can play in multiple schemes. Jackson, I think, is mostly going to have to be a zone guy. And Jackson ain't going to tackle nobody. And Ward is a gangster, so that's what I got for you right there.
All right.
DB video is coming soon, y'all. Appreciate it, Adam.
All right, take it easy. Thanks, guys.
Salute. And Jalen, you have 4 minutes. What you got for the show, brother?
Hey, man, I just want to start off with, I know we talked about it the other day, but, man, I hate that running back argument so much, that you can't take a running back that high. That's one of the worst arguments in football, man. But I'll get into the Chubb Hurst thing first. Man, I'm starting to call myself as a non-aligned fan at the moment because I am so not a fan of Bradley Chubb at 3. Like, I just don't believe in taking an edge rusher who's more of a run defender and okay pass rusher versus an elite. I'd rather have a dude who couldn't stop throwing it all, but he can sack you. Like he's an elite pass rusher with elite bend. I'd rather have that. And that brings me to a take that I've actually came up with. I think Maurice Hurst is going to end up being a better pass rusher than Bradley Chubb. The dude, he's got some amazing get off. Actually, I mean, his quickness off the snap is really good.
He got some pretty cool get off. Yeah, sure, I got you.
Yeah, and I feel like if you teach him the technical nuance of, like, what does Aaron Donald got? Like a club rip move? Like if you teach him that with that ball get off.
Aaron Donald is amazing, and he's strong as hell, and he always got the leverage. Don't you play with Aaron Donald like that.
I know. I love Aaron Donald. I think he's the best player in the NFL, including quarterbacks. I think he's the best player. But
okay, that's strong.
But I mean, you teach him club rip move, man. It's gonna be diet Aaron Donald. Let's put it like that. I think it could be diet Aaron Donald. Like he could apply some serious pressure from the inside. And Bradley Chubb, he doesn't look like a big side guy to me. Like, and I watched a lot of him. A lot of think that if he can beat you in his first move, like you said before, he could beat you. But if you put your hands on him, he really can't gain ground on you. Like I seen Brian O'Neill move up on him for like 2.5 quarters, and then he like his finger. Oh my God, that was a nasty dislocation, and he went out for the rest of that game. But
if you look at the first 6 edge players, Bradley Chubb is the only one that you don't have to take off the field. So just kind of take that into consideration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't look at it as Chubb versus this guy. I look at Chubb versus all the top 5 picks at edge rusher that you normally get. Is he Khalil Mack? Is he Von Miller? Is he like he's not those guys. That's the disappointing part about him.
He's not.
And then another question I have for you: who, in your opinion, is the best pass rusher ever? I wanted to ask you about this one.
That's a loaded question. I like what Von Miller does technically. I feel like what Lawrence Taylor did with his era, and I actually had to go back and watch film on Lawrence Taylor because I wasn't necessarily a believer in Lawrence Taylor. I'm a believer of Lawrence Taylor. I will say, however, offensive tackles,
got better.
They
So
can
much
move.
better.
They can move much better than they did last year.
And it used to be a rule where you couldn't
they-
block really like that. Like you weren't allowed to use your hands or some sort of thing like that.
Well, that's strange. I never heard that. But I like Taylor and I like Von Miller. DeMarcus Ware did a lot of great things for the game too. But greatest pass rusher, like pure pass rusher, Von takes a lot of his game from Lawrence. And he,
in my opinion,
yeah,
I love Von. I think Von Miller's the best. And Lawrence Taylor's good, but there's another guy who I put up there. A lot of people don't really agree with me on this one, but I think Alden Smith has to be up there. Like, Alden Smith was so spectacular in his day. Like, the dude was so long. He could beat you every which way, and you really couldn't put your hands on him. He was that long. I feel like he's underrated a bit and how special he was.
Alden Smith had a great body for the pass rush position, and he was a pretty good athlete for it. He didn't have the nuance and technique and the mind frame that
to be
Von
fair to
has.
him, he was 22 and he had 19 and a half sacks at that point. So we weren't seeing what he would be capable of with even more technique to his game. But I still felt he was so amazing. Like, that type of length is undisputed in my opinion. And I really wanted your opinion on this because, man, already with 40-year-olds alive, man, they really can't stand the fact that I told them Von Miller I thought was better than Lawrence Taylor, and they said he's not in the same league. I just didn't get that argument.
They in the same league. They in the same
like,
league. Von Miller is amazing. When you look at what Von does, if you look at what Von Miller does, like pass rush wise, Von Miller was amazing. It's just that we're in a league to where we get a couple Von Millers every now and then. But when Lawrence Taylor was around, there were no Lawrence Taylors. All right.
Yeah, and it's also the part about Von. The only knock
20
on
seconds.
Von compared to Taylor
20 seconds.
is
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I think the only knock on Von to Taylor is Taylor was somewhat intimidating, and I don't like that Von kind of can take a game off. Or, like, if he doesn't have it turned on, you know, he's not in the game like that. That's the only thing I don't like about Von compared to Taylor. Taylor was a nonstop guy.
Well, Taylor was feared because he was looked at as an alien. Offensive line.
Yeah, he was on that coke.
Offensive line. That's true, too. Offensive line hadn't evolved at that point. But, anyway, appreciate it, Jalen. You way over time. Shit. I got stuff to do. And Nick Gashler, what's happening, brother? Been a minute.
What's happening? Raj, how you doing?
Coolin', man. Doski Woski. What you got for the show?
Good. I'm just resting a little bit. I've had weights for the last 3 days. It's been a good experience, and I'm happy to start doing it a little bit more. But I'm going to give you my take. I think Josh Allen is a much better quarterback than I gave him credit for before the start of the whole drafting process. And obviously I wanted to go back and reevaluate his tape. But after the Combine, man, I was happy with what I saw from him.
Mm-hmm.
I like his arm. He had a huge arm. I don't know if we already went over this on the stream, but Mayock made a good point. He said, every now and then you're going to see a weird ball coming from Josh Allen. I was like, yeah. And I say, that's every throw for me. But, like, at the Combine, you saw him throwing pretty accurately on most of his throws. And then there were a couple that was ball placement, but it was a lot better than Lamar Jackson, I'll tell you that. It was a lot better than Josh Rosen, I'll tell you that. I was just a huge fan of Josh Allen this Combine, and he moved himself up to 3 for me behind Darnold and Mayfield.
A big part of the quarterback position is being able to process a lot of information on the fly. That's why I don't really put too much credence into the Combine. Okay, Nick Gash, if I walked up to you and I said, "Hey man, throw that post," like a 5-step drop, throw the post, right? You'll probably feel comfortable throwing the post. That's all you're thinking about. But if I put an offense and defensive line in front of you, I told you to make a read. I told you to have a clock in your head. I told you to call the play before the clock. It's 6 different routes that you got to look at, one particular combination, and like 3 guys you got to read. That screws your whole palette up. You know what I mean? Because it's a little more that you got to deal with. It's not like I'm saying, yo, Nick Gashler, type a word. You don't have to worry about misspelling the word damn. But if I tell you, yo, Nick, type an essay, now you got to go back and look for things you might miss. You might make grammatical mistakes. You might make punctuation mistakes. You got to, capital letters. It's just a lot more that can happen to the game the more that's added to you. You know what I mean? And I think when Josh Allen can just show up and just show people his big arm, can just throw the football, I think that's a great environment for Josh Allen to show up and be great. But that ain't football. That's passing. You know what I mean? Football is a whole different story, especially when you bump up the competition 6 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's why I said I want to take a look at I want to reevaluate him based on some other game tape that I'm going to look at tonight. But I was just impressed by Josh Allen's performance. Like you said, it may not be everything, but it definitely showed some scouts that he's got the better arm strength, because he threw for from the 10 to the 20 on that one giant throw.
Yeah,
on Saturday.
some strange shit. But what they won't say is that the ball was late. He actually threw the ball.
Yeah,
late.
True.
But it is what it is though. But he got it there, which was impressive. Yeah.
Mhm. So yeah, that's about it for me. Just wanted to come in and say hi. I haven't been in here for a while, so.
All right, Nick, plug your stuff, man.
All right, YouTube channel, Nick Dashwood. Look it up. And then my blog, gdaofficial.com. Make sure to check that out. Scouting reports every day. Tomorrow we got Hayden Hurst, and then the next day we'll have Mike Gesicki. So stay tuned.
All right, sounds fun. Appreciate it, Nick.
All right, peace out.
Yeah. All right, y'all. This was a cool little, quick little one. Straight from the day job. Tired as hell. I got to go back tomorrow, but we're going to be all right. If you haven't liked this video yet, go ahead and quit playing. Put a little like on the video. Hit the little bell to subscribe. I mean, y'all should be subscribed, so just hit that and the bell just to kind of cover all bases, make sure everything is everything. Don't forget about the Patreon. Is more important than food and water, man. Don't forget about I'm just so off my game today. I'm tired, dog. Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Voch Lombardi. VOCHLOMBARDI. Don't forget about the Patreon. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget about the Speed Strength Ass Whoop shirts and the new Doski Woski design. Go check that out at shop.spreadshirt.shoplombardi.com. All those links are available in the description. All right? Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, man. I'm about to go to sleep. Peace.